Good morning, everybody. Welcome to game between the Rochester Junior Americans and 2011 Nelson Penguins Elite. And we have Ladigan, Schweitzer, Bowen with Dixon and Zachi out there. And Junior Americans go back. They'll cycle, go right to left, and up they come. Dump the puck down, gathered by Zachi. He looks, goes up to Bowen. Bowen tips it back to center red, and back go the Americans. Pressured, dumped nicely across, stepped up on by Dixon, and Ladigan takes the puck. He's going to cut out cross, goes back, still dangles at the blue line, gets knocked back to Bowen. Bowen's going to dump, and the Penguins are going to change. And they go cross ice to the Junior Americans. Schaefer steps up, that puck's dumped around behind Brushett, and gathered on by Foligno. Foligno goes through one and knocked off his stick. Back from the Americans, centering pass. Look, that's knocked away, and attempted shot gets knocked away over to the corner to Goldberg. Goldberg knocks it up, and Schaefer's got a step. He's got a chance. Going to get there. Not able to get there and clear out of the zone nicely by the Junior Americans defenseman. Up they come now. Quick transition in 2-on-2. Shot blocked by Kumnik. Gathered on by the Americans. Throw to the late man. Shot. Backdoor shot, save made by Brushett. Beautiful save going from his right to his left there. Shot, one save again, and again he saves it. Beautiful, kicked away in front, lays there. Knocked away and gathered on by Schaefer, but still the Junior Americans have it. And dangled in, out, shot, glove save held by Brushett. So an absolute flurry and an onslaught coming from the Junior Americans there. Schweitzer, Armstrong, Ladigan. They go wide, down low. So instead of going D to D up top at the high slot, they throw it down to the top of the circle. Junior American's team looks to be very well versed in moving the puck and cycling the puck around in their zone. So the Penguins are going to have to play tight defensive structure here and stay in the lanes. Backdoor pass stepped up on nicely by Zachi there. Armstrong over. He is not able to take it. And in behind the net it goes. Schweitzer comes down. He overtakes Americans player and tries to chip it up. Sorry, we're in a blind corner, so I'm not sure what's going on down here. Out they come. Schweitzer again. Back checks, rims it around to Armstrong. Stepped up on nicely by their defenseman and knocked back to the blue line, but not out. In goes the puck again behind. 12:27 to go, first period. And we're in the corner doing battle. Schweitzer lays down and block an attempted pass. And he does battle behind the net yet again. Zachi comes over. Held on nicely by the Junior Americans players. They try to cycle and stepped up on by Schweitzer. Now Zachi's going to take it. He's going to rush. Puck's knocked off his stick and dumped back down into the Junior Americans zone. Behind the net they go. Head up, looks, they go cross ice, taken away by Siegel. Siegel comes in, shot, save made by the goaltender of the Junior Americans. Siegel got that pass right down Broadway, just wasn't able to bury it. Over to Goldberg. Goldberg goes inside out, shot, knocked away into the corner. Siegel stumbles, and Baru comes over, past him, and quick transitioning teams up quickly. 3-on-2, pushed wide by Kumnik. Player falls. Kumnik comes over and challenges the second. And it goes to Baru. Baru's going to chip it back to center red. They try to go D to D, deflected by Goldberg, and he's not able to get there. Almost a clean break there, too, for Goldberg. And in behind the net, they rim it around. Weak side, Kumnik steps up. He's going to go back on the Americans, now 2-on-1. Foligno covering, steps over, shot, high glove hand, goal. And 10:59 to go, 1-0. So we knew this team was going to get shots. They were going to be able to generate offense. The question was, can the Penguins reciprocate and get some goals in return? Knocked ahead, taken by Armstrong. He drives wide. Guards the puck, looks. Centering pass, that's knocked away out to the point to Kumnick. He dumps it back down low, and Armstrong in pursuit. Armstrong gathers. He looks, goes behind to Ladigan. Ladigan looks, and now Bowen over. He gets the puck. Looks, he turns. He tries to go to Armstrong. Does. Armstrong comes out of the corner. Shot. That hits off the goaltender and goes over to the wide corner. And Kumnick in to gather on. Puck's thrown back to center red. And Bowen's going to come down in pressure. He does. Pushes him up to the left side. They try to outlet. And taken away by Armstrong. Bowen 1-on-3. That gets knocked back. Armstrong lifts it. And Ladigan in pursuit now. He gets it. Knocked away from his stick and over to Kumnick. Kumnick looks. He dumps it in. Baru's going to come with some wheels in. He gets the puck behind the net. Circles. Knocked away nicely by the Junior Americans defensemen. Their sticks are very active. They seem to be taller defensemen and have lots more range than we're used to seeing. Cross-ice sauce pass goes to the forward, and they're going to dump it in. And just wide, knocked into the corner by Brushett. Rimmed around, and Schaefer comes over to do battle. That puck clears and goes to the point. Shot deflected. That goes wide. And gathered by Baru. Baru chips it up to Goldberg. Goldberg gets bodied. Interference call coming forth against the Junior Americans. Centering pass, knocked away by the goaltender, and we'll have a whistle. The Penguins will go to the power play with 9:18 to go in the first period. So Goldberg chipped the puck around the defenseman, who then took the body, drawing the interference call. So we've got Baru at center, Goldberg and Schaefer with Dixon and Zachi. Baru steps in. He wins that one back and knocked off a Goldberg stick, though, and back comes Rochester, testing the offense on the power play. A penalty kill, excuse me. And the Pens throw it in behind the net. They are going to look to change directions, but pressured by Baru. They gather on, throw it up hard to the point, kept in by Zachi. Nice move there to go outside, inside out. Zachi looks, shot over the head of the goaltender. And chipped up. Rochester's going to be guilty of icing, and we'll have a face-off with 8:46 to go. 59 seconds in the power play remaining. Schweitzer, Armstrong, and Bowen with Dixon and Zachi. And faceoffs tied up and taken by the Junior Americans out to the point. Held by Zachi. He goes to Schweitzer. Schweitzer looks, goes cross-ice pass. Knocked down by Dixon, but back on the Junior Americans. Chipped up, and they've got a step. In they come. Dixon with the chase. Breakaway shot. Glove saved by Brushett and held. So this team is not going to play games. They're going to transition quickly and go right at you regardless of whether they're even strength or short. Penguins need to be aware of that. And gathered on by Schweitzer. He's going to take it to the middle. Tries to chip it down. That's intercepted. And they circle around. Pressured by Bowen and Armstrong. They go up the boards hard to gather on by Armstrong. Armstrong dumps it down to Bowen. He tries to go backhand pass to Schweitzer. That's knocked away. And Schweitzer does battle with two. Now Armstrong steps in. And they're going to get weak side clearance. Pens over pursued to one side. They're going to shoot it down, and that's going to be on the net, and no icing. They go cross-iced. Armstrong. Armstrong steps up. Penalty over. Back to even strength. And up they go. Almost too many men. Smart play by the Americans player to step back on the bench. And Foligno gathers on. He goes up to Schaefer. Schaefer has Baru. He hits him one-on-one. Puck stays onside. Baru drives wide. Tries to go back to Schweitzer. In his skates. Clears the net. Americans use a lot of lifts on their passes to get clearance and get things through. Here comes a speedy forward driving. Goes wide. One-on-one. Toe drag. In clean. Shot. Save and held by Brushett. Brush had seen a lot of work early. I don't have any inclination to think that's going to change throughout this game. Siegel, Schaefer, and Baru with Dixon and Zachi as your defensive pair. And the Americans win the faceoff. Into the blind corner we go, up to Schaefer. Schaefer throws it back to center red, and everybody will run to it. Baru's first on the puck to pressure. They rim it around, and Siegel comes over. He's able to get that puck, throw it down into Schaefer. Schaefer tries to spin, taken away nicely by two Americans defensemen. Zachi holds, he shoots a bomb, that's over the net. And Siegel centers in front, shoot! No, he didn't get the shot off. There's a shot, that stopped. Penn's just absolute melee in front of the net and not able to bury the puck, and back they come 3-on-2. The transition of this team is just insane how quickly they transition from defense to offense and generate off the rush. And up go the Penguins now. Center ice to Schaefer. He's not able to get there. And immediately they transition back into the zone. Defenseman steps up, taken away by Dixon. And he comes over and does battle. Gathers the puck, chips it up to Bowen. Bowen gets stepped up on by the defenseman now. Siegel has it. He has Schaefer cross ice. Tipped away from him nicely by the Americans defenseman. So Schweitzer, Bowen, Ladigan with Foligno and Kumnick. Schweitzer steps in. The puck bounces, and Bowen does battle, knocks it away. Kumnick does battle, and up it comes. Now here come the junior Americans. Stepped up on by Schweitzer, and Kumnick gathers on, misses Ladigan, and down goes the puck. Ladigan's got push, Bowen's got push, they're all coming at him. And that's rimmed around and sent back up. Out they come, 3-on-2. That immediate quick transition. They just get it in the hands of somebody and flip it up and go. And junior Americans working behind the net. Gathered on by Schweitzer. Schweitzer looks, goes to Bowen. Not able to handle it though. Stepped up on by the defenseman. And down low they go. Into the corner. They do battle. Still two aside. Down there battling hard. Now 3 junior Americans. 1 pulls out. And 5 minutes to go first period. And puck just flops around down there. Gathered on by Ladigan. Ladigan goes up to, or goes over to Foligno. Foligno goes to Bowen. And a late offsides call by the official. 4:45 to go. First period. Eagle, Goldberg, Schaefer, Dixon, Zachi. Gathered on by Zachi. He changes direction. Goes up to Schaefer. Schaefer goes to Siegel. Siegel goes up to Goldberg, just past his stick. Chips it up to Schaefer. Schaefer chips it around, and in they come. Schaefer pulls up, spins, throws it towards the net. Siegel will go around and gather on. And Siegel still has it. Does battle. And up they come. Another sauce pass to the winger, and out they come immediately. Oh, Zachi blows a tire, and they come. One shot high and over the net. And up to Goldberg. Goldberg almost shipped it around, hit the skate. He's in a foot race. He's going to get there. Not able to get it to the net, though, because he's so deep. He gets tripped, no call. And it comes to the point. Dixon steps over. He drums it down, and back to the point to Dixon. Dixon holds, does battle, pushes the POW, and the junior Americans cycle the other direction. They have one just sitting at the red line at all times and immediately transition to him. Stepped up on by Schweitzer nicely. And Dixon down low. Now Schweitzer gets the puck. He cuts into the center. And up with speed he comes. He's going to take it himself. Drives wide, drives inside out, and knocked away by the junior Americans. Immediately transitioning to the man in center ice. And he's going to let it go and change. Kumnik gathers on. And he drives wide. Junior American's team is very fast. It's to make up any ground once they get ahead of you. Stepped up nicely by Foligno, gathered on by Armstrong, who's back in coverage. And thrown to center. Out they come. Back checked by Armstrong. Centering pass taken away by Foligno. Schweitzer gathers on. He's going to take the puck. Looks, center drive, pushes wide to Armstrong. And Armstrong drops it to Schweitzer. He stepped up on immediately by Junior Americans. And they cross ice to the center ice guy. Just sitting at center ice. And shot deflected away by Brushett. And taken away by Foligno, that centering pass. He's not able to get possession clean, though, and chips up to Armstrong. Armstrong flips a pass, and he's got a step. But the speedy Americans come right back and turn a one-on-one into a one-on-three. Not used to seeing the Penguins have so much of a hard time with the speed of another team, but this Junior Americans team is very fast. So Zachi steps up nicely. He's going to go, and he comes wide. Looks, tries the toe drag. That's knocked away. And gloved and held by the goaltender. Siegel, Goldberg, Baru with Dixon and Zachi. 1:42 to go, first period. That one's one back to the point. Zachi in pursuit. He drops it down, and Baru goes back to chase down behind the net. And Siegel goes to chase, and that goes by Goldberg. They hit the center coming up, and out they come. Cross up on by Dixon, knocks it away down behind the net. Brushett takes it, goes to Zachi, and Siegel bumps. Siegel steps up, gets it out, not to Goldberg. It was chipped away. Now Baru tips it forward. And no icing, and Goldberg, he gets knocked down, goes barreling into the ice, no call on the trip. And Goldberg takes it. He tries to shoot, that gets blocked, and out they transition. Dixon with a nice step up, but they still continue forward. Onside, Siegel comes back, he takes a shooter, shot, cleared to the corner by Brushett. And chipped up by Bowen, not out though. Bowen pursuit now, Zachi gathers it, he chips it, and back to the defenseman who was sitting back for the Junior Americans. And they come now 1-on-3. Bowen steps up, nice little toe drag. Then it's dropped, and they go to the defenseman. In front, centering pass taken away by Dixon. Dixon looks, tries to go out. It tips off. Bowen kicks it up, and now Ladigan does battle. Slashing call, and the Penguins are going to the power play with 22.7 remaining in the first period. Junior Americans are guilty of a slash. We've got Armstrong, Ladigan, Bowen with Kumnik and Foligno. And tied up nicely, both centers. It goes behind the net. Ladigan in pursuit. He goes... Puck goes high off the glass. Ladigan gathers on, goes inside out, looks around. Shot, that gets blocked and comes back to center red. Taken by Foligno. And watch out, the Junior Americans will not play. They will come down and score shorthanded and then look for another one. And that'll do it for the first period. We'll join you back here momentarily with second period action. All right, welcome back. Second period action. Armstrong, Ladigan, and Bowen. And Junior Americans win the faceoff. They go wide. The Penguins are still on a power play for 58 seconds, but the Junior Americans are down low, taking time and space away from the Penguins, just absolutely stymieing them. And Armstrong has it. He throws it up behind Bowen. Bowen tried to chip it to Ladigan, hits his skate, and Kumnick gathers on. He throws cross ice. Offside are the Junior Americans. Where was he? All right, Armstrong steps in. And he takes it. Armstrong rushes, push, goes wide, gets the puck stick lifted, has the puck. Nope, not penalty forthcoming. And the Penguins are getting called for a high stick. And that'll end their power play. So 27 seconds were remaining, but no more. The Penguins will be shorthanded after the 27 seconds for 1:03. I don't want to see their power play, but I'm also kind of curious to watch how well they move the puck on the power play. But the Penguins still need to get through this 4-on-4. Goldberg's at center. We've got Schaefer, and Zachi with Dixon. And puck goes to Goldberg. He comes up, looks, far shot, off the net, gloved and knocked down by the Junior Americans. Penguins aren't pressuring. I think they think they're on a penalty kill, and they seem to be sitting back. Out come the Junior Americans. And now they're on the penalty kill, and will be for as long as 1:03 seconds. Brusha takes that one, knocks it out. And the Junior Americans gather. That shot goes high and wide. And Zachi does battle. He tries to go around. He's cut off by one of the Americans' player. And out they come from behind the net. Centering pass, knocked away and covered by Brusha. And 39 seconds remaining in the power play. Your forwards will be Siegel Baru with Dixon and Zachi still out there. Siegel steps in. He wins the faceoff to the corner, but the Americans are first ones on the puck. They immediately chip it over and set up their power play. They go to the point. Shot through to Brush it. Rebound. Kicked high. And the Junior Americans gather. Stepped up on by Baru. Baru comes up. He's going to take the space given to him and just get it back to the blue line. Americans look, center ice, and then tip it over. Stepped up on by Dixon, and Dixon comes back. Now Zachi tips it, goes to Siegel. Siegel's going to come up with speed, and he drives. Goes wide, stays onside, does not stay onside. Thought he did, but the official said no. And we've got Schweitzer and Bowen now with 2 seconds remaining. That one's thrown wide, and Armstrong's back out. And Bowen in pursuit. Schweitzer in pursuit. They rim it around, go over to the far side, and Armstrong comes up. And that puck gets taken out, and back to center red. They play ping pong with it. And Armstrong gets his stick lifted, chipped around. And Kumnick gathers on. He rims it around, but that's cut off behind the net. Nice little spin move there, and taken by Schweitzer. Schweitzer chips it up to Bowen. He stepped up on by the defenseman, and back into the corner it goes. Foligno takes a bump. Rimmed around to Bowen. Bowen sees the defenseman stepping up and not able to get it past him. The Pens need to stop throwing the puck along the boards and get it into the center of the ice more. The constant throwing it against a defenseman who's charging at you, shot and score. That one came out of nowhere. Ends up in the back of the net. Penguins are down 2-0. All starts because they can't get the puck out of the net and need to go more to the center. Baru, Schaefer, Goldberg with Foligno and Kumnik. Baru drives, goes wide, looks, and centering pass off the goaltender. Goldberg gathers, he looks, dumps it to Kumnik. Kumnik takes a body check, he shrugs it off, and thrown in front. Junior Americans, cross ice tipped off of Baru. He's not able to get it though. And back they come. That's exactly what the Penguins need to do, is have that high forward intercepting that cross-ice pass. Goldberg, he tries to go up the boards, not able to do so. And backdoor pass, save made by Brushett, nets off, and we'll have a whistle. All right, so Schweitzer, Ladigan, Bowen with, it looks like Zachi and Dixon is your defensive pairing. Puck's one, shot blocked. Junior Americans take it. And it goes around. Zachi in pursuit. Chipped up to Bowen. Bowen gathers on, he looks, tries to go cross ice, that gets hit. And he goes back, not back to center red, tries to go to center red, now it gets there. Penguins just not even able to get the puck back to center right now. Like, the Junior Americans are all over them. Bowen takes it now. He looks. Stepped up on. And they take it. Around they go. And 1-on-4. Beats two of them. Shot. Save made. Brush it and held. Penguins look to have lost their luster and their zip right now and aren't moving their feet enough, and the Junior Americans are just absolutely ripping through them. Dixon in behind. He does battle. Puck goes to the point. Stepped up on by Bowen. Deflects that. It goes cross ice. And shot blocked by Zachi. Zachi goes to Ladigan. Ladigan throws it back up, but not out. Held in by the Junior Americans. Cross ice shot. Save made. And held. No whistle, despite the fact that the goaltenders had it covered. And Siegel, Schaefer, and Baru with Dixon and Zachi. Won by the Junior Americans. They throw it up high. And Zachi with a stick. Shot. Blocker save by Brushett. And back comes Baru with it. He throws it up, but not out. And cross ice they go. Backhand pass attempted. Missed. Dixon has it. And he'll transition. Throws it up. Misses Baru. And the Penguins finally get the puck into the Junior American zone. Not going to be long-lasting, though, and back they come. Lifted by Baru. Stepped up on by Kumnik. He rims it up to Siegel, bounces off his stick, and goes to the Junior Americans defenseman. Immediately they transition a different direction. Wide pass, shot, stepped up on nicely. And into the corner goes the puck. Around to Schaefer. Schaefer goes up to Baru. Baru stepped up on, and the Junior Americans are offside and take a shot after the whistle. Thank you very much. With 9:01 to go, second period, 2-0, Rochester. Come on. Let's go. You're good. Let's go. We'll have Schweitzer, Armstrong, Ladigan with Kumnik and Foligno. And they go D to D and immediately into the wing. Pulls up, goes to the point, stepped up on by Armstrong. That chips in the middle of the ice. Ladigan has it, hits Armstrong. And Armstrong Tries to go wide, tries to toe drag, gets by. His stick is held down nicely. And up they come. That centering pass miss goes to Ladigan. Ladigan chips it around to Schweitzer. Schweitzer gathers on and throws it back to the blue line. Penn's pressure, and Schweitzer comes with speed. He looks. To Ladigan, shot. That's knocked down. Rebound, knocked to the corner. And centering pass to Schweitzer. That's tipped away, and back on the Junior Americans now. Ladigan pressures. He comes back. They look, pull up, go to Armstrong. Armstrong knocks it forward and knocked off of his stick, and the defenseman takes it. Molino takes the puck. He goes behind the net. Meets some resistance. Goes up to Goldberg. Chip to the point. Goldberg gets a stick on Schweitzer. Has it. He has Armstrong. Tips off of his stick and knocked back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer comes in on sides. He has room. Looks. Shot. High off the goaltender. Rebound. Save made. Again. By the Junior Americans goaltender. Goldberg, Siegel, and Schaefer. And in the official skate as he turns, it goes back to the Junior Americans. Unlucky play there for the Penguins. Stepped up on nicely, but not held in. It still goes out. Schaefer comes. He's going to get a hit. Hits the Junior Americans player against the boards in a dangerous play, and it's going to sit for 1:30. So with 7:12 to go, second period, Junior Americans are going to head to the power play. Goldberg, Siegel, Zachi, and Dixon. They gave him a major penalty, and now someone needs to serve it. So the bump from 1.5 feet off the boards draws Tyson Schaefer a 10-minute major. And puck goes cross ice. Goldberg steps up, rimmed around. Dixon in pursuit. Now thrown to the point. High stick on the puck, not called. And Goldberg has it. He's going to challenge now. Stepped up on nicely, and he still gathers the puck. He'll dump it around and let the Americans go gather it. Siegel pressures. Up the boards they go. And they look backdoor cross ice, which is wide open. Centering pass missed, though. And back to Goldberg. Goldberg's going to chip it around and come in with speed. Goldberg goes down. He catches the puck. Still in pursuit. Flying out there. Dumps it back down. And 49 seconds remaining. Bowen steps up. Siegel comes up, and it hits the skate. Siegel knocks it. Bowen knocks it, and it still continues forward. They toe drag around, and toe drag around again at the blue line. Defenseman comes in. He looks. Drives wide. Centering pass knocked wide. And Zachi does battle. Now it goes to Dixon. Dixon rims it up, tries to go to Siegel, and stepped up on by the defenseman. Dixon tries to get there. Zach, backdoor shot, score! Not sure that was intended puck movement, but it just went bang, bang, boom to the wide open net and goal. And Junior Americans gain possession. And Foligno steps up. Down behind the net. Centering pass. Up to Bowen. Bowen tried to go to Brew. Brew went outside. Bowen went inside. And Puck's covered, and we'll have a whistle. Schweitzer, Baru, Armstrong. 5:34 to go. And puck goes out to the point. Back come the Junior Americans now. They drive wide. Kumnik with the stick. Past him, and they come. Shot. Glove save. Brush it. $5:24 to go, second period. This feels like the never-ending period of hockey. Schweitzer steps in, wins that one back to Foligno. Foligno's going to cycle around. The Junior Americans overflood one side, step up on the defenseman. Nice play by Baru, though. Turns his back and uses his backhand to chip it back up to center. And in come the Junior Americans. Foligno takes it. He chips it back to center red. And the Junior Americans gather on. Knocked away by Schweitzer to Foligno. Foligno goes up to Baru. Baru goes to Schweitzer. In comes Schweitzer. He's got a step. He gets knocked down. Penalty coming against the Junior Americans. So the Pens will go to the power play now. Let's see if they can get something doing. Looks like they've got Bowen, Goldberg, and Ladigan with Foligno and Kumnik. Goldberg's going to be your center. And incept the Penguins. And that puck bounces, knocked to the corner. Bowen in pursuit, knocks it over to Goldberg. Goldberg goes back to Bowen. Bowen looks, centering pass to Ladigan. Shot, rebound, save. Go to the point. Goldberg takes it out. Shot off the goaltender and goes into the corner. Absolute flurry of shots there by the Penguins. Not able to find the back of the net. That one's thrown up and taken by the Junior American. Stepped up on, driving wide, shot, knocked into the corner. Penguins need to continue to move their feet and not just throw the puck around and use their teammates. Shot in front, deflected. And up it goes to Bowen. That's stepped up on by the defenseman and knocked back in behind. It goes wide over to Ladigan. Ladigan looks, goes cross ice behind Bowen, and the Junior Americans are going to gather on. Up they come. Stepped up on by Goldberg, though. And Ladigan comes over, and it goes back to Foligno. Bouncing puck, settled down, gathered by Ladigan. Ladigan looks, goes cross ice to Kumnik. Kumnik tips it in, and the Penguins will go dig with 20 seconds left on the power play. They throw it back down. Going to be far enough for icing. It is. So the Penguins will have 8 seconds remaining on the power play and 3:31 remaining in the second period. The Penguins finding opportunities in bursts, but not able to bury the puck. Eagle steps in, and won by Rochester. That's thrown back to center red, and that'll do it for the penalty kill. Or the power play, excuse me. And thrown up to Baru. Chipped over to Siegel, past him. He still gathers on, though. Pushes, drives. He looks. Shot wide and rims around the net. And easy, quick breakout now for the Rochester Junior Americans. Nice back check by Schweitzer. Schweitzer's going to come in. He crosses with Siegel. Looks, shot, blocker save. Up and down in front. Baru rebound. Can't hold it now. Dixon shot. That's blocked. And back to center red. Zachi rims it around. Not past, though. And in come the Junior Americans. 2-on-1. Zachi tries to get back. Can he? He does. No, actually, I think Dixon makes the play, but he also got back. And Baru throws it up to Siegel. Siegel has Schweitzer. Doesn't see him, though. And now he goes to him. Schweitzer toe drag. Look, shot. That's blocked. Goes down low to Siegel. Siegel looks, surveys, still comes out. Not sure what to do. Goes to Dixon. Bounces off his stick and doesn't get a shot off. Beautiful look. Just didn't result in a good opportunity. That's what I was trying to get out of my mouth. And rimmed around. Look out. Centering pass. That's blocked away. Schweitzer gathers. He gets bumped. Puck goes back into the net. And over across ice it goes. Dixon gathers on. No, Dixon tries to gather on. Now Bowen tries, and they dump it down into the corner. And Schweitzer does battle. Now Dixon does battle. And, I'm sorry, that's not Schweitzer. That's Siegel. Goes to the point. Knocked away. And Zachi knocks it up. Held in by Rochester. They need to get the puck out to the Penguins. No, that was. And Schweitzer's got it. He goes across ice, taken away by the Americans. And outlet they go. Armstrong, cross ice pass. Thought Armstrong was going to tear the puck off him, but didn't. Bowen chips it up and goes to Armstrong. Armstrong comes up with speed, taken away by Rochester. And in they come. Shot, knocked it away by Brushett. Rebound, knocked away by Brushett. Goldberg comes over. He chips it up once, goes to center red, and gathered on by Rochester. They try to go cross ice. And are not able to do so. Cross ice pass taken away by Kumnick. His stick's lifted and hooked. Penalty call. And the Penguins are going to go to the power play with 46 seconds remaining in the first period. So let's see if the Penguins can do something here. They take it forward. And back goes Foligno. Kid coming with wheels from the Junior Americans. Foligno pulls up, turns, throws it up to Lanigan. Lanigan chips it over, and the Penguins have something brewing now. They go up to Peru. That pass misses them. And going to be far enough for icing? No, it's not. 20 seconds remaining. Centering pass taken away, and watch out. Here they come. 17 seconds. They drive wide, stepped up on nicely. Foligno comes over, and Kumnick made the original play. Then Foligno came over. It goes up to Kumnick. Kumnick looks, goes cross ice to Siegel, and that's going to do it for second period action. All right, welcome back to third period action. We've got Schweitzer, Goldberg, Armstrong. Schweitzer takes a shot. That goes wide. Dixon and Zachi are your defensive pairing. Nobody knows where the puck is. It's stuck in his equipment. We didn't get a whistle, but I think we have a whistle. All right, so 14:40 to go. Pens on the power play for 20 seconds. Centering pass, that's knocked away. Schweitzer, shot, score! Penguins are able to get on the board on the power play. and make it a 3-1 game. So just what the Penguins needed was a quick lift here, quick goal to try to get themselves back in this game. Going to be a daunting task, though, with this Junior Americans team that's a very stout opponent. And Schweitzer wins the faceoff, goes to Dixon. Dixon looks, goes up to Schweitzer. Schweitzer chips it to Armstrong. And now Schweitzer takes it again. He looks, cuts the middle, shot held nicely by the Rochester goaltender. We've got Siegel, Ladigan, and Bowen coming out with Dixon and Zachy on the deep pairing. 14-18 to go, third period. Siegel steps in, wins that one, clears Bowen and goes wide. And Bowen comes over, pressure's there. He's able to get the puck, goes over to Siegel. Siegel looks, toe drags down the boards. He goes centering, cross to Ladigan. Bowen crashing in the net, rebound, backhand shot, that's cleared wide. And knocked to the point, held by Zachy. Zachy shot, deflected twice, 3 times. Siegel shot, that one over the net. Now Siegel in behind. Now Bowen comes down. He looks, tried to go back to Ladigan. It clears his stick and into the corner. Siegel comes over and chipped back to center red. Zachy does battle, and Siegel gets it. Siegel tips it up and goes and chases. And they rim it back around the other direction. Siegel comes over. He cuts it off. They go down to Bowen. Bowen's down behind the boards, trying to go back to Ladigan. That's picked off. Siegel comes over. Ladigan gathers it, and he chips it around. Ladigan still has it. Goes to Zachy. Zachy looks, goes to Ladigan. Chips it back down. Siegel has it. He has Bowen in front if he can find him. Does. Misses him, though, and Ladigan in the back door almost gets it. Now Ladigan has it. He pulls up and cycles. Goes in front. Bowen not able to get there. Tipped away, and they're going to ice the puck smartly with 12:56 to go. So the Penguins finding some momentum now. Schaefer's out, and the Penguins will be back to full-strength bench. We've got Baruch, Schweitzer, and Armstrong, Kumnik, and Foligno. Schweitzer steps in, and won by the Junior Americans. They go behind the net and look to do their breakout. They come off the boards, miss, but come back to center because the guy's always at center red for the Junior Americans. Pass deflected wide by Brushett, and into the corner it goes. Up to the point, Armstrong has a head of steam. He's getting chased down nicely, though, by the Junior Americans defenseman. Chipped back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer gathers on. Chips it to Baru, and now the Junior Americans go back behind the net, and they're looking to go cross ice. Schweitzer's there, but not able to get the lifted pass, and back they come 3-on-3. Drop pass, shot, blocked aside by Brushett. Rebound comes around, though, and defended nicely by the Penguins. Centering pass is tipped away for Baru, who was in clean if he could have gotten it there, and dumped in by the Junior Americans. Foligno takes it. He goes inside out. Now goes over to Goldberg. Schweitzer calls for it. Hits off of his stick. And in they come, 3-on-2. Kumnik shot wide. The forward used Kumnik as a screen there and shot it around. Just went wide of the net. Shot on Brushett. Toe save. Rimmed back around and down to center ice. It's going to go on net, though, and not be icing. No, it's not. It goes wide and is an icing call. Looked like that was tracking for the net the entire time, but had some curling spin on it and did not get on the net. Siegel, Schaefer, and Goldberg. Schaefer has it, chips it up to Goldberg. Goldberg's in the test one-on-one now. He drives wide. Backhand shot, that's deflected up onto the glass. Goldberg has it. Centering pass deflected, not on net though, knocked behind. Siegel cycles, tried to hit Schaefer, that's blocked. And Goldberg comes over, back to Schaefer. Schaefer shot, Siegel got a shot. That one goes wide. Penguins generating all day, just not able to bury the puck right now. And that one comes up. Dixon steps up, holds it in, and held by the Junior Americans goaltender. And 48 to go. And Siegel goes behind, pressures. That puck gets knocked off the net, and Rochester circles, and they rim it up the boards. Back they'll come. Chipped in behind the defenseman of the Penguins. In they come 2-on-1. Dixon with the speed to come back. He makes a great play to knock it out. Stepped up on there. The Penguins have a chance. Can Ladigan get it there? He does. Goldberg's got a breakaway. He looks shot. Glove save into the corner. And back on the Junior Americans now with a head of steam. Stepped up on by Armstrong. He's in onside. Takes a body. And they pressure. They go cross ice. Knocked by Bowen. Shot. Close. Toe save. And into the corner it goes. And they rim it around. Nobody over there. And the Junior Americans are going to find an exit from the zone. Stepped up on, and in they come. 2-on-3. Knocked to the corner by Zachi. And Armstrong comes on to help. Look for the backhand. Backhand shot. Knocked aside. Armstrong gathers. And up he comes. He chips it over to Ladigan. Now Armstrong comes in. 1-on-1. Offsides are the Penguins. They had a nice chance, but unfortunately went offsides. $9:30 to go, third period. Armstrong steps in. We've got Kumnik and Foligno as our D pairing. And the defenseman's going to run with it. He stepped up on by Armstrong. Centering pass. That goes through and shot. That's wide. Gathered on by Armstrong. Ladigan, excuse me. Ladigan tries a toe drag. That hits a skate. Throws it up to Armstrong. It comes out. And back to center red. Sauce pass there over to the weak side wing. Shot blocked. And taken away. Bowen gathers the puck. He's going to skate. Trying to go cross ice to Ladigan, but he wasn't there. The Pens are going to change. Well, Bowen's going to change. Ladigan stays on. They go cross ice. Now it goes to Goldberg. Goldberg comes in. Drives wide. Shot. Score! Goldberg with the wicked wrister from far out. Not sure the goaltender even saw it, and it goes in the net. 3-2. Rochester Junior Americans, but the Penguins starting to come back in this third period, finding a little life. And Junior Americans are going to dump it. Back goes Kumnik. And up to the point it goes. Shot deflected wide by Foligno. He does battle now. Stick gets there. Puck stays. And he chips it up. Doesn't chip it up. Knocked off his stick. Back on the Americans. Look out. Centering pass taken away by Kumnik nicely. Baru has it. He looks. Goes up to Kumnik. Kumnik goes to Goldberg. And in comes Goldberg one-on-one. He drives wide. Turns the feet, looks, goes behind the net, still continues to turn, leaves it for Baru. Baru, centering pass, backdoor, hits the defenseman and covered by the goaltender. Goaltender didn't know where it was after it hit his own player, but he makes the beautiful save. Siegel steps in. He's tied up. And Rochester gains possession. Back they come on their quick transition. And they drive wide. Zachi challenges. They continue to go around the net. Throw it up high. Challenged by Goldberg. Knocked away. And Goldberg looks. Fakes. Goes inside out. Goes to Baru. Baru looks. Goes to Schweitzer. He stepped up on into Goldberg. He's not able to get the rebound off the boards in. And to Dixon it goes. Dixon centering pass off of Schweitzer. Back it comes. Penalty forthcoming. Get tripped. He doesn't trip him. So the Penguins are going to go to the penalty kill with 7:26 left. So Armstrong and Ladigan are going to be your two with Dixon and Zachi as your D pairing. 7:18 to go in the third period. Penguins down 3-2. Ladigan throws it back to center red. And Armstrong intercepts, shot, blocker save, beautiful golden opportunity there. Not able to be buried by Colton Armstrong, but wow. Ladigan steps down. That's on Brush it, knocked to the corner. And Zachi knocks it into the corner more. Over far side. Can't see in that corner. It's kind of blind. I think we got two aside doing battle. And out they come from the corner. Dixon challenges. They go to the point. They're pulling their goaltender. There's a hook. It's called. So the junior Americans were getting ultra aggressive and pulled their goaltender there, but ended up taking a penalty themselves. And it'll now be 4-on-4. Wait, no, we got 1-2? They called coincidentals? What is that call? Are you kidding me? So they're trying to sort it out, but it appears they're going to be coincidental minors. I don't know. I guess hooking and getting hooked are the call. And so the Penguins will still continue to be shorthanded for 36 seconds. And now another Penguin player is going to the box. So apparently there was a 10-minute misconduct given as well. So the Penguins are now... So they didn't call coincidentals because we've lost the body, so it's now a 4-on-3. And Bowen steps in.
Tough guy down there.
That puck's knocked behind, and down low goes Rochester. No!
You gotta be kidding!
So the Penguins, now a delayed call against them. Another call forthcoming. So with 8 minutes to go, the Penguins apparently have to put every player they have in the box. And the puck's just tied up in the corner. So the fans starting to get restless here because just 10 calls against the Penguins continue. They now have a third. They're going to put a fourth player in the box, it looks like.
One.
So the officials have no clue what's going on. They're just holding their hands out looking. Well, worry about the ice, man.
Worry about the game.
So they just keep putting bodies in the bench, in the penalty box. Junior Americans official or fans were allowed to yell at the officials and say whatever they wanted. After the 5th penalty call against the Penguins, we say something, and now there's 10 people in the box. So the Penguins only have 2 on the ice. That's not right. As much as the officials may want them to only have 2, they've got to have 3. All right, so apparently it's been sorted out. It's 4-on-3. The Penguins win. We've got Siegel at center. Now Schweitzer comes out, though I'm not sure how he's coming out because there's still 2 penalties on the boards against the Penguins. And now we have a whistle. And now they're putting us back in the box. So the officials are saying after they came over and talked to the bench, the penalty box, they're now saying, and it makes sense, that the Penguins have to leave that player in there because they have another minor they need to serve that stays as a 5-on-3. All right, so now the official stops play yet again. So we've got 14... Stop. All right, so we're going to just go with audio here for a second because the card filled up on us, and I've got to drain it, or I've got to empty it out. So puck gets knocked out the center by Kumnik. And it's now 4-2, thanks to what can only be described as absolutely ridiculous calling. So it looks like the makeup call is forthcoming for at least one of them. And now we'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute. So Schaefer wins it to Ladigan. And toe dragger on Ladigan. Dixon comes over, another toe drag. Shot, save, held, glove, no whistle. So a non-whistle by the officials leads to an absolute melee in front of the net, which is why you blow the whistle when the goaltender has the puck covered, so this doesn't happen. They've absolutely lost control of this game and need to start blowing their whistle.
Oh yeah, more than once.
Oh, so we've got one going to the locker room. So 9 minutes left in the drop dead time. Seems like we're headed for that at this point. Not even sure if the officials are going to continue the game.
It'll die. It'll be the battery.
And I mean, we could swap it real quick here. Like, no, it's the camera. It's not. All right, so we've got, I believe, 4-on-4, and taken by Goldberg. Knocked up past Dixon, and then they come 2-on-1. Back shot, whiffed on, and taken by Ladigan. Ladigan comes out. The Penguins are now on a power play, it looks like. Ladigan looks for Dixon, and around it goes. Over to Goldberg. Goldberg comes up, misses Baru, and back on the Junior Americans now. Look out, 3-on-2, offside by a mile.
Offsides!
And taken by Bowen. He goes up to Goldberg, goes past his stick, and to the point it is. They look, past the middle. Bowen steps up. That shot's knocked into the corner. And around the net. Goldberg comes down low, not able to take it away, though. Dixon challenges. And over into the corner it goes. Goldberg can't do it. Bowen challenges now. Stepped up on by Dixon. Dixon has Baru. He looks for him. Throws it wide. Going to be far enough for icing with 3:21 to go. Second period. Third period. 3:21, 7 minutes on the drop dead clock. Not sure we're going to get the rest of this game in. All of it anyways. Eagle, Armstrong, and Schweitzer. And Armstrong takes it. He chips it up. Kumnick pushes. In they come. He's got Schweitzer. He's got Siegel. He looks. Centering pass. Knocked away. Goes behind to Schweitzer. Centering pass to Siegel. That's knocked away. Sits there. Rebound. Nobody's able to get it. Schweitzer has it. Goes behind the net. And he circles. Shot in wide by Armstrong. Siegel over, knocked to the point, and held in nicely by Foligno, but now taken back to center red. And they come one-on-one. Kumnick drives wide, shot, gloved and held by Brushett. Goldberg, Baru, Bowen with Foligno and Kumnick. And tied up and sitting free. Out to the point it goes. Bowen steps up, pushes the pass to the corner. And in the corner goes Dixon, I believe. And Bowen chips it out once, twice, has Baru up, tries to get it to him. That's knocked away. And they do battle along the boards. Gathered on by Goldberg. He's hooked, no call. He comes in again and taken away. Bowen challenges, stepped up on by Kumnick, knocked away from him. Foligno comes over, he knocks it away. And up high, rim down low, Foligno in pursuit. Goldberg comes down to cover, takes the puck away nicely. Baru's free, can he see him? He does see him, and behind him, now he comes in, pulls up, goes wide to Bowen. Bowen looks, shot, slap shot. Oh, hits the blocker and goes out of the play. What an absolute howitzer, and saved by the goaltender. And we've got Siegel, Schweitzer, and Armstrong.
Behind you!
And Schweitzer comes over. He challenges. Nice footwork there. Dumps it down low and does battle along the board. Schweitzer and Siegel battle. And taken by Schweitzer. He drives the net. Shot high and wide. That's going to rim back. Ladigan's going to back up. And Armstrong challenges. And Siegel takes it. Now Armstrong battles. And Schweitzer just gets tipped off his stick. Junior Americans come up. They cycle back. Look, go up. And stepped up on nicely there by Armstrong. They go back, D to D again, cross ice. What great puck movement by the Junior Americans. They're just ragging the clock, keeping possession, playing keep away from the Penguins right now. 53 seconds to go. Armstrong gathers this one, though. He does a toe drag, comes in, he has Goldberg wide, goes to him, shot, goal! Absolute howitzer from Nate Goldberg. 4-3. The Penguins get within one. Goldberg, Bowen, Baru. Goldberg steps in. We've got 43.9 to go. And taken by Baru. Baru throws it up. It hits Bowen in the chest, and it's at his feet. Back comes the Junior Americans.
Skate Finn!
And in behind goes to Dixon. Dixon goes around to Bowen, but him and the Junior Americans get tied up together and go down. And rimmed around to Baru. Baru pulls up and goes to Dixon. Dixon looks, tries to go to Bowen, not able to do so, and Rochester's got to eat the puck because they have a guy trapped, and back they come. They draw the Penguins in, they flow, and go up the boards. And they're going to dump it in, one, and that's going to do it for the game. In what was one of the more poorly officiated games we've seen this year. Penguins are going to lose 4-3 to Rochester, who was a fantastic team. We'll leave the camera on here for the center ice face handshake. We'll be back again this afternoon at 3:30, I believe, and where we play the Utica Comets. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here later on this afternoon.